do battle with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from New Era Field. Here's the first carry for LeSean McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
On play action, Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. First down, Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Gone.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got Thompson here, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about at the 24.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready, ready. Hey, gun. Zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
3-19.
Allen now on 1st down. They set up the screen to Ivory. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on 3rd down, it'll now set up a 4th down situation. Well, that was certainly an interesting time to try a fake punt. The good news, they will retain possession here, but now they face a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these
and he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 50 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Foster. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Finding some room at midfield. Left side here, caught by Clay. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Back to 89 Philly, here we go.
On 1st down, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
3-19!
On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Allen. That is caught at the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now McCoy pushes past him, and now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Giants are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
And here's Allen on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the pop.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Right here.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Lucky 56!
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Wow, evasive
Make them miss.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Rosas now to kick this one away. And now out come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw, it's Allen. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Allen to throw. Off the play fake. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Allen now on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen, off play action. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Manning now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
It's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rosas now to kick this one away. Now it's Murphy. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off-play action. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. Hauschka adds the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's Manning to throw, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been
locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra.
Manning looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And his throw is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Foster. They convert on third with a gain of 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Giants. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Manning. He'll buy some time right. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw. Manning escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Manning going to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Manning to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Shepard. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Manning will try again on second down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Manning again here on second and 10. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters quarters with you in this one. I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got to